Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, hey, my name is Britt and welcome to my channel, Britt Brings It Home. I do videos to help you create a healthy and organized home. And I had eczema for about 15 years and I learned how to heal it naturally. And I'm doing a whole series of videos to help you do the same if you are suffering from eczema. I'm sharing how to heal your eczema naturally. So be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you get notified when I come out with the next video in this series. I shared already in previous videos my eczema story, when I got eczema and how it started and how I began on this healing journey. And then I shared about eczema in the gut and how they are connected. I shared how most of the time eczema is caused by a condition called leaky gut. And then in my last eczema video, I shared how we can begin the process of healing eczema. And the first step in order to heal your eczema is figuring out your food sensitivities and eliminating them from your diet. And not just foods that you're sensitive to, but also foods that are known to cause inflammation, inflammatory foods. So go back and watch that video if you have not already, so you can learn what foods cause inflammation and cause leaky gut and how to figure out what foods you are sensitive to, because most of the time when you have leaky gut, you also have food sensitivities. And in order to heal your eczema, you've got to figure out your food sensitivities, eliminate them so you can stop irritating your gut and begin the process of healing your gut. So once you've done that, we can begin the real work of healing our gut and reducing inflammation in both the gut and on the skin. So in this video, we are talking all about how to heal the gut. And I'm going to share with you lots of different foods and supplements that are great for gut healing and getting rid of leaky gut and therefore eczema. Okay, so number one, which you've probably heard a lot about lately, is bone broth. So bone broth is really rich in gelatin and collagen and amino acids that are great for healing the gut. It is super nutrient dense, has all kinds of beneficial nutrients, minerals, vitamins that your body needs. Bone broth helps to reduce inflammation in the body and it helps to repair the lining of the intestines. And in case you missed it in the last video, so eczema is mostly caused by leaky gut. Leaky gut is when the intestinal wall, so here's our intestinal tube, and that intestinal wall, it becomes permeable. There are tight junctures that help hold the wall together and only let certain things in. So it only lets nutrients pass from our intestines to our blood. However, when we have leaky gut, those tight junctures separate and other things get into our bloodstream, like toxins, bacteria, and food particles. So when we heal the gut, we want to tighten those tight junctures back up and seal the intestinal wall again. So bone broth is a great way to heal the intestinal wall. So I like to drink bone broth by itself. I just warm up a cup of bone broth and drink it. You can do that. Or you can make soups out of it and have, bone broth be the main base of your soup. So while you are healing your gut, try to drink 1 cup of bone broth a day. And you can buy bone broth from the store, although it is kind of expensive, or you can make your own bone broth, which is actually pretty simple. I'll have to do a video doing that later. But all you do basically is you take bones from, you want to use good healthy animals that were pasture raised or grass fed, and you put them in your pot, your Instant Pot or your slow cooker, and you cover them with water, and you can add whatever vegetables or herbs you want to add to it to enhance the flavor and the minerals, and add some salt, add a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and that helps to draw out the nutrients and the collagen from the bones. So speaking of collagen, number 2 gut healing food is collagen. So collagen has a lot of the same benefits as bone broth, but it's in a supplement form. Let me give you a little backstory. In case you don't know, collagen is a type of protein. So there are 3 macronutrients. They are carbohydrates, fat, and protein. And Protein is made of amino acids, and collagen is a type of protein. It is not considered a complete protein though, because it does not contain all the essential amino acids. So essential amino acids are the amino acids that our body does not make itself. It has to get from food. There are non-essential amino acids that our body does make, but even though our body does make them, we still sometimes might need to boost them with supplements. So there are 20 amino acids and 9 of them are essential that we need to get from food, and 11 are ones that our body does make. So foods like meat, fish, eggs, they are complete proteins, meaning they have all 9 essential amino acids. We can eat those things and get all the amino acids that we need. Nuts and seeds and vegetables and grains have amino acids in them, but they are not complete proteins, meaning they do not have all of the essential amino acids that we need by themselves. So if you're not eating a lot of meat, you need to make sure that you're eating a good diverse amount of foods with protein to make sure that you do get all the essential amino acids. So anyways, our body does make collagen. However, things can slow down our collagen production, like age, stress, not getting enough sleep. They can reduce our collagen, and that can have an effect on our skin. That's one reason why you start to get wrinkles as you age and your joints become more weak. Collagen helps so many things in our bodies. It helps our bones, our joints, our connective tissue, our gut lining, our hair, our skin, our teeth. So many great benefits to collagen. And like we're talking about here today, it helps to heal your gut lining and join those tight junctions together again. So it's a great idea to add a collagen supplement to your diet or to your routine, and it'll help with your leaky gut, and you'll also see other great benefits like improvement in your hair, skin, nails. Your skin might start to look younger. So it's a great supplement to add to your routine. I like to add 1 scoop of collagen to my coffee or to my oatmeal, or I add it into my smoothies. And if you're looking for a good collagen supplement, find one that is multi-collagen. So there are 5 main types of collagen, and multi-collagen has all 5, and all 5 of those types do different things. So if your goal is to heal your gut, you don't want to get type 4 collagen that is best for your skin. So get multi so that it has all those great benefits that collagen has. Okay, and then right along with those other 2, number 3 is L-glutamine. So L-glutamine is one specific essential amino acid. So it's an amino acid that our body does not make. We need to get it from food. And it is found in meat, and it's found in some plant sources of protein. L-glutamine is a super important amino acid for building muscle, but it's also great for your gut. It heals your gut and decreases intestinal permeability. So those big words, intestinal permeability, is when your gut starts to leak and things are able to enter into your bloodstream. So we want to decrease that permeability and close those tight junctions. So L-glutamine helps to make your intestinal wall stronger again. And L-glutamine is found in the other 2 things I talked about already. It is in bone broth and collagen, but sometimes it's helpful to take an extra boost of L-glutamine specifically to help with leaky gut. So that way it's not with the other amino acids, and it doesn't have to compete to be absorbed, and it's able to be absorbed by your body and used more easily and quickly. So I would for sure start by taking bone broth, drinking some bone broth every day, and then maybe add in an L-glutamine supplement if you need to. Okay, and then gut healing food number 4 is omega-3 rich foods. So it is very important to make sure that you are getting enough food that has omega-3 fat in it. So in our standard American diet, a lot of people are eating foods that are very rich in omega-6 fat and low in omega-3, and that imbalance can cause inflammation. So we want to bump up our omega-3s and decrease our omega-6, get them in balance so we're not having inflammation in our body. But besides balancing out those levels, omega-3 fat has benefits by itself. Omega-3 fat is great for supporting the good bacteria in your gut. And I mentioned in my last video that a lot of times leaky gut is caused by dysbiosis. And dysbiosis is another imbalance. It's an imbalance of bacteria in your gut, and it could be too much bad bacteria and not enough good bacteria, or it could be too much bacteria in the wrong place. So one way to heal leaky gut is by getting your bacteria in balance. And so omega-3 fats help to balance out your good bacteria. And omega-3 helps to decrease intestinal permeability. So a win-win with omega-3 really helps to heal the gut. And omega-3 and omega-6 are actually both essential fatty acids. So again, essential means that our body does not make them. So we need to get both of those from food. So omega-3 fat is found in foods like sardines, wild-caught salmon, grass-fed beef, eggs, chia seed, hemp seeds, flaxseed, walnuts. However, the meat sources of omega-3 are the best, and our body is able to absorb the omega-3 in those most easily. So salmon is a really great source of omega-3. So try to eat good fatty fish 2 times a week to make sure that you're getting a good amount of omega-3 in your diet. And then number 5, another way that you can get omega-3 in your diet is by omega-3 supplementation. So a great way to supplement your omega-3 and make sure that you are getting enough into your diet is with a good fish oil. So I take this one almost daily, not necessarily every day, but a lot of days. It is the Green Pastures Blue Ice Fermented Cod Liver Oil Butter Oil Blend. It has a combination of butter from grass-fed cows and cod liver oil that is fermented, and it's from wild-caught fish. And those two things work together to help your body be able to absorb them and use them more easily. So I take that kind of as like a multivitamin. It has a great amount of omega-3s in it, and it also has vitamin K, vitamin E, and CoQ enzymes. Okay, gut healer number 6, this is a really important one, is probiotics. So like I mentioned earlier, a lot of times the cause for leaky gut is an imbalance of bacteria. So we want to make sure that we have plenty of good bacteria in our gut. And when we take a probiotic is good bacteria. It promotes the good bacteria in our gut. And when we increase the good bacteria in our gut, it like pushes out the bad bacteria. There's not enough room for the bad bacteria to grow. So probiotics are great. They get our bacteria in balance, and they also help to decrease intestinal permeability, great for our immune system, and they help to reduce inflammation. So it's important to get a good probiotic that has a good diversity and is what our gut actually needs. It's the right kind of bacteria, and it's one that's able to survive our harsh condition in our stomach, that very acidic atmosphere in our stomach. A lot of probiotics, they might be made of great things, but they might not be able to survive to get to our intestines. So this is a really great one. It's the best one I've found for leaky gut, for gut health. It is the Mary Roos prebiotic probiotic enzyme. So it has both prebiotics and probiotics, which we'll talk about prebiotics in just a second. So it has a great mix of beneficial bacteria to really support your gut. Okay, number 7 is fermented foods, and this goes right along with probiotics. So probiotics, that's, a supplement that you take. So you could do that, or you could eat fermented foods and drinks. So some fermented foods you might want to consider adding to your diet are sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, kefir, which is a fermented milk product, and yogurt if you don't have a dairy sensitivity, and if it's a good yogurt that's not full of sugar, for preferably plain organic yogurt. Those fermented foods have a good amount of bacteria in them to help increase the good bacteria in your gut. Not only do we need probiotic rich foods, but number 8, we also need prebiotic foods. So prebiotic foods are foods that are high in fiber. So when we eat foods high in fiber, they are not broken down in the stomach. So they pass on to your intestines, and it is there that they are fermented, and then they are used as food for your good bacteria. So once again, your good bacteria is able to grow and grow and grow and flourish, and it's able to push out the bad bacteria. So prebiotics are needed just as much as probiotics. They kind of work together to help get rid of dysbiosis and heal your gut. So some great prebiotic foods to make sure that you are eating pretty regularly are onions, garlic, leeks, artichokes, asparagus, bananas, apples, and oats. And when you do oats, try to make sure that you soak them or sprout them to get rid of the anti-nutrients. There are anti-nutrients like lectins in grains and nuts and seeds that can actually have the opposite effect, that can increase your leaky gut and make it worse. So you want to make sure that you soak them overnight with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, or even up to a few days, to help pull out those anti-nutrients and make it so that your body is able to digest them more easily and get all the good benefits out of that food. Okay, gut healer number 10 is anti-inflammatory or antioxidant rich foods. Okay, so leaky gut causes inflammation in your gut, and it can cause inflammation other places. For eczema, that's on the skin. So we want to make sure that we're not only cutting out inflammatory foods, but we're also upping anti-inflammatory foods and antioxidant foods to help reduce that inflammation. So some great anti-inflammatory foods to add to your diet are cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprout, leafy green vegetables like kale and spinach, fruits like berries, avocado, cherries, grapes, spices like cinnamon, ginger, and turmeric, sprouted nuts and seeds. So again, like I talked about with the oats earlier, you want to make sure that the nuts and seeds are soaked or sprouted to reduce the anti-nutrients and make them so that they are able to actually reduce inflammation. And like I talked about earlier, omega-3 rich foods like fatty fish. Gut healer number 10 is herbs. There are some great herbs that you might want to add to your routine to help heal your gut even more. So herb number 1 is marshmallow root. So that is extracted from the root of the marshmallow plant, and it has a high amount of mucilage. So think of, mucus, slimy. And it helps to line the intestines, the intestinal wall, and provide it with a protective coating to help prevent and heal leaky gut. Another one very close to the same thing is slippery elm. So like marshmallow root, slippery elm is another one that has a high amount of mucilage, and it helps to coat the intestinal wall and protect it from leaky gut. Slippery elm is made from the bark of the slippery elm tree, and it helps to tighten the intestinal wall and soothe it and coat the intestines. And it's also really great if you have a sore throat. It kind of like coats your throat too and helps to heal it. Another herb is aloe vera, and that's another one that helps to soothe and coat the intestines. Also licorice root. Like the other herbs, licorice root also helps to heal leaky gut. It's anti-inflammatory, and it's also an adaptogenic herb, which means it's really great for stress management. One big cause of leaky gut and eczema is stress. And we'll talk more about stress in an upcoming video, but adding licorice root to your routine is a great idea. It helps to balance out your cortisol levels and helps your body be able to deal with stress more appropriately. And then the last herb is chicory root, which I talked earlier about prebiotics and how prebiotic or fiber-rich foods are really great for adding to your diet to help feed your good bacteria. And chicory root is an herb that is very high in fiber. It's a very prebiotic rich food. So not only does it feed the good bacteria, but it also helps to improve that mucus layer in the intestinal wall and help to heal leaky gut. And one more thing, besides the foods that I've talked about and the herbs, there are a few more supplements that can help heal leaky gut. So first of all is zinc. Zinc is another supplement that really helps to build a good, strong intestinal wall and help pull those tight junctions back together and decrease the permeability, not let those bad guys into your bloodstream. And then lastly is quercetin. And quercetin is an antioxidant, and it's found in foods like apples, onions, and kale. It's actually in the skin of the apples, so when you eat apples, don't peel them, eat that skin too. That's really beneficial. So you can eat foods that are rich in quercetin, or you can take a quercetin supplement. I take quercetin supplements when I'm having allergies. It really helps to reduce my allergy symptoms. And it's another supplement that helps to heal the gut lining and pull those tight junctions back together. Okay guys, so I did mention several supplements in this video. Do you need to take all those supplements? No, probably not. I recommend always getting as much from your diet as you can. Get as much good nutrition from your diet as you can. So we talked about it in the last video. Cut out those inflammatory, gut irritating foods and those foods that you have developed food sensitivities to. Get rid of them, but that's not all. Also up the good nutrition. Up the foods that are anti-inflammatory and gut healing. So make sure you're getting plenty of omega-3. Try to eat some fish, some salmon every week. Get plenty of good fiber-rich food. Get lots of vegetables and fruit into your diet. Eat fermented foods. Start making some kombucha or some sauerkraut. I'll have to do a video on that soon. You can check out my Instagram stories. I have made highlights, meal prep highlights, where I've made both kombucha and sauerkraut, and they are really great for boosting your probiotics. And then add some collagen-rich bone broth to your diet. You can make it or buy it, but that's another great food to provide you with good nutrition. Supplements are just that. They're supplement. They're things to add to your diet. What things you think you're not getting enough of that you need to supplement to your diet. So you probably need to supplement with another probiotic because you're probably not getting enough different strands of probiotic in your diet. And then I would probably add a good mucus herb like slippery elm. With supplements, my thing is I'm not going to continue to take a supplement if I'm not noticing any kind of a change, any benefit. So you might want to add supplements into your routine for 1 month and see what you notice. See, do you notice benefits? How is your body reacting to those supplements? How is it changing? If you are not noticing anything, cut out that supplement and see if you notice a difference. If you don't, keep that supplement out of your routine. There's no point continuing to pay for the supplements because they do cost a lot of money for some supplements. Don't want to keep putting money into supplements when you don't actually need them or you're not noticing any kind of a difference when you take them. But always, always, always remember that food is medicine. Add those good foods that are gut healing, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant rich foods, omega-3 rich foods that really help to heal your gut. I try to always remember, what I'm putting into my mouth, what I'm eating those things to fuel my body and to heal my body. So I know, we probably like cookies and cake and candy and soda and those things. They are good to taste. They taste good, but do they actually benefit your body at all? Remember, we eat food to benefit our body, to make us feel good and healthy and to heal our body. So don't just depend on supplements to fix you or medicine to fix you. Depend on your food to fix you, to heal you, and add in supplements as needed. All right, guys, well, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned about some good gut healing foods or supplements that you want to add to your diet and your routine. And I hope they work for you and you do find relief from your eczema. In my next video in this series, we're going to talk about lifestyle factors, because healing the gut is not just about the foods that we eat and the supplements that we take. There are lifestyle factors that we need to consider also. So we'll talk about those next time. All right, guys, again, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click the bell button so you can be notified when I come out with the next video. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. From my home to yours. See you next time.